Hey, good evening. So I'll wait for one more minute. Let me know if my voice is audible. I'll wait for one more minute and then I'll start the session. So good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. So we'll wait for one more minute and then we'll start our session. So today's session is a very important and interesting session about what is the CRA and what is the future role of a CRA, how CRA is going to work on decentralized clinical trials, what is exactly CRA means, and what are the growth levels and roles and responsibilities of CRAs, what are the certifications and skill sets required, what are the beyond skill sets and also beyond certification, what is the requirement for CRA, how they are going to work is something which we are going to discuss today on the session. So without any delay, let's start into our topic. I have classified this topic as CRA, the skill sets which are required to become a CRA. CRA is also called as a monitor, a person who verifies the data and makes sure the clinical trial is conducted as per your guidelines and regulations. So I hope my voice is audible. If someone confirms if my voice is audible, then I'll be able to start my session. And today's session, first point, I'll be focusing who is CRA and what is his roles and responsibilities, and what are the skill sets required to become a CRA, and what are the certifications which are available as a CRA if you wanted to continue your journey or as a career. What are the certifications which are required, and what are the beyond skills and certifications which are required as a CRA to make sure that you continue to grow in your industry. So, can anyone confirm if my voice is audible in chat box? Can anyone confirm if my voice is audible in chat box? Yeah, so it's audible. Thank you so much. So now, basically, what is CRA and how the work of CRA gets changed is CRA plays a crucial role making sure that the safety, integrity, and compliance of clinical trial is being conducted. So actually, the safety, rights, and well-being of trial subjects are protected, and integrity of data is being done, and compliance of clinical trial as per regulations and guidelines and protocol and SOP is conducted is something the responsibility of a monitor or CRO. So a monitor or a CRA works hand in hand with pharmaceutical companies or biotech and medical device companies and also CROs. So the CRA main responsibility is to make sure that the right safety and well-being of trial subjects are protected, and the integrity, the data integrity is being accurately done it, and then the compliance to regulatory documents or regulations and guidelines is being followed, and it is conducted as per SOP and GCP. So monitor generally, CRA generally works with pharmaceutical companies and also CROs or biotech companies or medical device companies, wherein they go for a monitoring visits and they make sure that how the clinical trial is being conducted and how the data is being recorded and reported in terms of conducting of this. So now basically what are the responsibilities of a monitor? So what is that monitor or a CRA make sure that the clinical trials conduct and how it is being done? What are the responsibilities and roles and responsibilities of a CRA? So there is one of the biggest responsibility which is called as the study site monitoring. So there are three steps in study site monitoring. The first one is initiation of the visits, routine monitoring visit, and closeout visit. So three visits: before trial, during trial, and after the trial. So before trial, initiation visit, wherein they go for a monitoring, make sure that the training requirement is completed and understanding of protocol is being understood and procedures are being understood, and all the required aspects, maybe devices or reagents or drug products and protocols and essential documents got approved, and all documents are ready before a clinical trial is started is called as initiation visit. And the second is the routine visits, wherein the regular visits to conduct the study sites, verify that the clinical trial is complying with protocol and GCP and SOP, and also regulatory requirement is being done or not. A regular routine monitoring visit is being done. The third one is closeout visit. ensuring that study sites is promptly closed and all the essential documents and all the materials are being handled appropriately and archived appropriately. So that's where this activity goes on close out visit, that ensuring all things are being done. So monitoring visits of three types: before, during, and after. That's about monitoring visit. There is one more responsibility of a CRA, that is source data verification or data verification and quality control activity. So source data verification is checking the data which is entered on case report form is exactly matching with the original data source or the CRF data source. So it's called as your source data verification. So, and one more is ensuring the data integrity, monitoring or making sure that monitoring the accuracy and consistency of data collected during the trial, the quality control is being done. Then it is called as the quality control, which is data verification and quality control. So that is one more very important point. And the data verification is second responsibility, and third responsibility is regulatory compliance. Whether the clinical trials are conducted in compliance with GCP, regulatory requirement and trial protocol and declaration of Helsinki and 21 CFRs and Part 11, and it is following with the ethics and safety. So the first responsibility is monitoring visits. The second is data verification and quality control. The third is regulatory compliance, whether the clinical trials are being conducted in compliance with the GCP regulations and also protocol and SOP and declaration of Helsinki or Nuremberg Code, and ethics and safety are being maintained during the conduct of clinical trial is important for the regulatory compliance. And the one of the responsibility, the fourth responsibility is documentation and reporting. As it is not been documented, that it's not been done, maintaining the study files before, during, and after the trials, and keeping accurate and complete records of the trial related document without any mistakes, and draft copies will not be there. Then it is called as documenting and reporting of the clinical trial documents. Maintaining the study files accurately is something which is called as documenting and reporting. Making sure the writing of report, detailed monitoring visit report after every visit is completed is also a responsibility of your CRA. And one of the most important role is it's a communication and coordination, which is liaison role between the investigator and a sponsor, acting as a primary contact between a study sponsor and also investigator, because there is no link or liaison between the investigator and sponsor. Then only one person who can work as liaison is your monitor, which is acting as a primary contact between study sponsor and site. And there is one more big responsibility, which is called as training and support. Site training, the training at the site staff about the protocol and procedures and regulations and all the documentations, what has to be done and how it has to be done. Ongoing support, providing ongoing support to the staff during the study, all the trial related questions and all those activities can be done. And last one is audit preparation, preparing for the audit, assisting the preparation for regulatory inspections or audit, and also ensuring the compliance of the clinical trials are being done. So most importantly, what are the responsibilities of a monitor is, first one is the study monitoring. So the second one is the study data verification or source data verification. And third one is regulatory compliance, whether the trial are conducted as per your trial documents and SOPs and GCPs and regulations. And the fourth one is documentation and reporting of the data and serious adverse event, communication and coordination, liaison of the activities, training and support, and also the audit preparations. So these are the right roles and responsibilities. So now we have spoken about what is CRA and what are the roles and responsibilities of CRA, and one of the most important thing, which is more interesting thing, is what are the skill sets which are required. As we have understood that a person who wants to work as a CRA has to understand about clinical knowledge, technological knowledge, liaison knowledge, project management, and the problem solving skills and logical thinking and independent working is needed. So now there are different skills which are required for a successful CRA. So the first one is communication. The effective communication is paramount for the CRA, because CRA will liaise across all stakeholders, including the study sites, sponsors, vendors, the healthcare professionals, and strong interpersonal skills are required to communicate between the sponsor, site, vendors, and also investigators and healthcare professionals. So this is more important for the communication skills. That's the first skill. The second one is attention to detail, because it's a very crucial in clinical research, because they have to review and verify the data, ensuring the accuracy and compliance of the regulatory requirement is there, and the attention to detail, eye on detail, has to be required to identify the mistakes or the ethical concerns of clinical trial data. And problem solving, CRA always have to encounter or encounters a lot of unexpected challenges during the clinical trial, wherein they can ability to critically think and solve the problem efficiently is wherein vital maintaining the trials and progress and how integrity can be done is more important for problem solving skills also. There is one more which is very much important, which is called as project management skills, wherein managing multiple aspects of clinical trials. So how multiple aspects of clinical trial can be managed during the clinical trials requires excellent organization skills. CRA needs the coordination of schedules and monitoring timelines, ensuring the financial aspects and execute very smoothly. Project management skills are required for a CRA. Regulatory knowledge to know about the regulations, including the GCPs and your declaration of Helsinki's, NTCTs, and 21 CFR Part 11 or Part 50 or Part 56 are required because they will work on hand in hand. HIPAA regulations or GDPR regulations are required, and GDP versions are required for making sure the clinical trials are being conducted. And technical proficiencies like EDC systems or CTMS systems are needed for making sure a CRA to become a successful. So now what are the skill sets which are required? First one is communication skills. That's the most important. Attention to detail, so wherein they can identify the mistakes, problem solving skills, project management skills, regulatory framework or regulations, including NDCT rules or ICH rules or 21 CFR Part 11 or Part 50s or Part 56, or technical proficiencies are also needed, which is EDC and CDMS systems. And last but not least, what are the certifications which are required? So different certifications are already there, but internationally accepted certifications are the CCRP, the certificate in clinical research professionals, which is being given by your SOCRA, which is a Society for Clinical Research Association from US, and one is CCRA, certified in clinical research associate, offered by Society of Clinical Research SOCRA, and also ACRP, which is Association of Clinical Research Professionals. There is one more certification, CCRC, which is Clinical Research Coordinator certification, and this certification is also being given by ACRP. So beyond the certification, what is that required for a CRA to maintain all the versions of a document is, if you wanted to become a CRA and grow as a CRA, because the industry is growing so much from that area, that centralized to decentralized clinical trials, how the decentralized clinical trials can be conducted, and how the every patient home can become a site, and very virtual clinical trials can be done. So it requires you are attending international conferences, wherein the opportunities to learn about advancement in clinical research, networking with industrial professionals, and gaining insights about emerging trends and technologies and advancement about clinical research and activities. Please do attend industry conferences beyond certifications and skill sets, and pursue advanced educations. Go for advanced educations, including master degree in clinical research or relevant field, which opens more advanced roles. Expand your professional network, including LinkedIn and other professional networking systems. Please expand your professional networking systems and engage on continuous learning, including attending live webinars or YouTube lives or LinkedIn's and all those stuff. So now, in a nutshell, what is a CRA? CRA is a role which maintains the accuracy and data integrity and right safety and well-being of trial subjects are protected, and compliance of clinical trial is being done. What are the quick responsibility of CRAs? They go for study monitoring visit and data verifications and regulatory compliance of the documents and documentation, and also reporting of serious adverse event. And communication and coordination is one more important aspect for responsibilities, and training and support audit preparations is also required. So what are the skill sets required? One skill set is attention to detail and communication, problem solving, project management, and regulatory framework, and also technical proficiencies, including EDC system and CTMS systems. What are the certifications which are required? CCRP, which is SOCRA certifications, and CCRA, which is ACRP certifications, and CCRC also, which is ACRP certifications. We can do it. And beyond the skill certifications, attend more industrial conferences, and pursue advanced education level, and expand your professional network, engage continuous learning on the CRA or CRS systems. So now I think we have done so much of thing that how we are going to work on monitoring and CRA kind of a thing. So I'm open for questions if anyone wants to ask any questions about monitoring and the skill set are required for monitoring, and also what exactly is monitor's future been provided. So I have not shared any screen today. I have just prepared some notes for what is CRA, what are the roles and responsibility of CRA, and skills required for CRA, and certifications and beyond skills and certifications of CRA. We have discussed about this all points, but I'm open for questions. I can answer any kind of question. CRA is more towards how many visits you have done, which are the indications you have worked. Based on that, your salaries will grow. Based on that, your salaries might grow very highly, and you will be paid more and more salaries. So I'm open for any kind of questions wherein you can ask me questions, and I'll be happy to answer any kind of questions. I'll give exactly 1 minute, and I'm looking at the YouTube video also. If anyone have any questions, you can ask me, and I'll be able to answer the questions. Okay, so I'll wait for 1 more minute if any questions are there, so that I can answer. How can I prepare myself for CRA or desk related job? See, go for some trainings, and go for some certifications, and go for learning in global networking systems. There are so many materials which are already available. ICH is available, GCP is available, Declaration of Helsinki is available, and latest regulations of ICH E6 R3 is also coming. So go for continuous learning and grow, and then apply for jobs and get some nice certification and go for it. So that's my answer for your final year BPharm. So how to get the certificate? What is the plan to attend, pursue this certification? There's all certifications which are being shown today or experienced. You need to have at least 2 years of experience for CCRA or CCRC. But for CCRP, I think they allow freshers also to write certification. CCDA also, it's a fresher certification which you can write. The certificate in clinical data management, which is being given by SCDM. So this certification, sometimes it's experienced, sometimes it's fresher also can be writing the exam. So I think thank you for asking questions. Any other questions anyone have? I'm open for giving answers. Yeah. So how to pave road for global clinical trial manager roles involved in traveling in different countries? It's a simple answer. One answer is you learn about their regulations by sitting here only. So there are multiple regulations which are being used in India also, and in other countries. In India, we are using NDCT rules, but in other countries, we are using European regulations or US regulations or Brazilian regulations, and understand about their regulations, how they are conducting the clinical trials and how they're submitting the clinical trial data. So, and you can travel other countries also as a monitor and CRA to monitor their particular visits. And how to find desk jobs apart from LinkedIn? Apart from LinkedIn, you can directly look at career pages and search in career pages also. So how can find CRA jobs and pharma jobs apart from LinkedIn? Go to career pages, find out the top 10 companies, go to career pages, and then search the career pages and get into the job opportunities into career pages. So that's one of the best thing you can do it for getting the searching of jobs, particularly in terms of clinical trials. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I think there are so many questions which are being asked, and thank you so much. This was very interactive sessions. I hope the session was useful, and I'll be taking more LinkedIn sessions and YouTube sessions. Please do follow us on Clinosol Research for LinkedIn page, and also Instagram, and also on YouTube. So thank you. Have a nice, wonderful weekend. Thank you.